they did have a miscue on the last stop, but it was just a freak thing that happened. It really wasn't a mistake by anybody when the jackman put their left rear on. And I've seen it happen to the tire carrier on the 38, which Penske did front rows pit crews this year. And they put the tire on, and depending on where it kind of the pins go into the wheel and it clocks itself, when they put it on and the changer starts putting the nut on, his finger was in between the spoke of the wheel and the caliper, and there's not enough clearance there for your finger.
No.
And
it might be a quarter inch.
As Jackson was tightening up the wheel, it was just squeezing his finger in there. So if you go back and watch it in slow motion, Rosini, the front tire changer, jumps up to drop the jack and thinks better of it. What they have that most other teams don't is they have an intercom system. So if you see the Gibbs guys, they have an earpiece with a microphone, and they are all talking to each other during the pit stop. It's something that I think you're going to see a lot of teams go to now that they've seen them have it. But what that did was most people just get up, see Jackson's socket stop, rip the jack, and then homeboy's fingers are gone. Jackson, and as Jackson is doing his job, looking at the gun, he's just running it up, trying to tighten the wheel because it's tightening slow, not realizing what's going on to his finger. Thank God they figured it out. And
what do you do? Like,
you loosen it back up, pull your finger out, and put the wheel back on, and then they went on their way. But
did it break his finger?
I think one might have been broken. I saw him after the race.
He was icing it down.
It looked like one might have been broken, but it happened to TJ Bell, not your spotter, but the tire carrier on the front of 38, and I knew it had put a pretty gnarly cut on his finger, and he was able to make a full recovery. But, dude, that's a
whoa.
Hey, when you're rolling in 9 seconds and you're doing, think about just putting one of the tires on from the time he grabs the tire and puts it on and it gets tightened up. It's like a second or like a second and a half. And to catch that and not drop the jack and save his fingers, he goes on the pit another day. Obviously not the way they wanted to finish the race.